What's going on, everyone? I'm Encore. This is Tomorrow Never Comes. And today I wanted to bring to you guys what I would do, or 4 steps really for a crypto noob. So if you're not familiar with what that term means, it's really just someone who's completely fresh to the space, completely new, and has no idea what to do. And this is something that I would have done, and I kind of did to some extent, but real simple. And I just want to go over, what you would do just to get a little bit more familiar with the crypto space and kind of block out the noise. So let's just jump right into it. All right. It's very, very quick today. Really 4 steps. That's it. All right. So what would I do? And this is what I advise anyone new to the space to do, would be first to create an account. I mean, that's first and foremost on any exchange. Okay. Now, what happens is, and this is what I did as well, is you will make one account and try and do certain things with it until you get either frustrated or you learn something new, and then you try a different exchange. And I would say that anyone who's doing this should make an account on 2 to 4 different exchanges. And I say including KYC. So KYC means know your customer. So really that means you have to give some kind of proof of identification, whether it's a passport, a license, it's all safe. And some other, like a utility bill, something like that, where they can verify who you are and allow deposits, withdrawals, and all of that. Now, why 2 to 4 exchanges? Well, you never know what can happen with one exchange. It could freeze. They could freeze your account, could get suspended. Maybe the account goes down, or the platform has some kind of issues. You never know, right? So it's always good to do that. And, we're only going to have very small amounts on there right now anyway. So not that big of a deal, not that big of a concern in terms of any other issues that may come up. Okay. But it's always good. And you're going to need at least 2 to do the next, to do step number 3. So first step, create an account, multiple exchanges. And if you're wondering what exchanges are there out there, one I use myself is Cryptocom. Now I have a desktop app here, a desktop site, but they pretty much use only a mobile app in terms of buying the assets. They do have a desktop app for an exchange and NFTs and other side features, but for the most part, it's just a mobile app. And that's why you can see up in the top right, they've got Android and Apple symbols there, or icons. That's just really to download the app. So this is one I use. Majority of anything I do is through Crypto.com. Great UI, great user experience, seamless. Everything works really well. Okay, but another exchange is Celsius. I have used this one before. Another great site, easy to navigate once you figure everything out. And I've also used BlockFi. So those 3 I've definitely used. BlockFi is a great account as well. More limited in terms of what you can buy, but that's not going to matter for what we're doing here. And there's also Kraken and Nexo as well. Now, if you are Canadian and you are watching this, you can look at things like Coinberry, Netcoins, and CoinSquare. Those are options for you as well. Okay. So that's the very first thing that I would do is I would create an exchange, or create an account on 2 to 4 exchanges, including KYC. And then number 2 is, this is the best way to learn anything. Okay. Is have some skin in the game, and you buy a small amount. And you can see here that I say BTC is Bitcoin and ETH is Ether. Only those 2. And why only those 2? Well, those are the blue chips. Those are the ones those 2 are the most proven, the most credible, and are, as almost a guarantee as you possibly can that they're here to stay. So that's where I would start, is Bitcoin and ETH. And you figure out what you want to allocate in terms of percentages. Do you want to do 60% Bitcoin, 40% ETH, 50-50, whatever it is, you decide. Okay. But you want to pick a small amount. So it could be $50, could be $100, could be $500, whatever is small to you. I would say right out the gates, maybe not more than 1,000. Okay, just to be on the safe side, just to get comfortable with everything. But again, you will have to decide what small is to you, and just buy it. And then step number 3 is really to learn to transfer between the accounts. And so one is creating multiple accounts on different exchanges, or creating accounts on multiple exchanges, because you never know what's going to happen with the account. But here is another reason, is that I actually want you to transfer Bitcoin or ETH or both, and get used to just transferring from one wallet to the next. Now, you may hear hot wallets, cold wallets, and all those are important. But essentially, when you have an account on an exchange, that acts as a wallet, meaning it holds your assets. Okay, so you have to learn how to transfer from one to the other. Once you do, you're going to see how seamless it is. You're going to see that there's hardly any fees associated with it at all. Okay, and you can do it from anywhere, and nobody's asking you why you want to transfer anything. They're not asking for that type of information. So transferring the assets is really what's going to allow you to see the value of cryptocurrency and decentralization as a whole. Okay, and then number 4 I put is DCA, meaning dollar cost average. These two are blue chips, as I mentioned before. So you want to buy, if it's weekly, if it's monthly, however you want to, do it on a regular basis, or whenever you get some free money on the side or free cash on the side that you have, you determine what is comfortable for you. And just, I don't even care if it's $10, $15, $20, whatever it is, whatever the minimum is that they require you to purchase or to make a purchase. Go ahead and do that, and just continue to accumulate. Okay, you only do that once you're comfortable. But once you do steps 1, 2, and 3, you're gonna see how easy things are moving around and things are working. Okay, and look, you could decide if you have, if you have a spouse, if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or friend, right? Whatever, you have another party to work with. Okay, you can say, hey, I will set up 2, you set up 2 exchange accounts. And we'll kind of just transfer between the two of us and see how it works. Great way to get someone else involved, and also where they learn with you, right? So you're kind of pushing each other. So again, just to recap everything, is create an account on multiple exchanges. 2 to 4 is pretty good. Okay, you're gonna buy a small amount. You determine what that small amount is. My recommendation is nothing more than $1,000 to begin with. Whatever you can afford to lose. Which I don't really like that statement or that phrase, because nobody cares to lose anything. But it is an amount that if you did lose it, the worst case scenario, like you transfer to the wrong wallet address, you're not going to lose sleep over it. Okay, so I would definitely play with the smallest amount possible for yourselves, and then learn to transfer. Okay, and so what I just said about transferring to the wrong wallet, if you use the wrong wallet address, that the crypto that you sent, the asset that you sent, is gone for essentially forever. Nobody's going to help you get it back. You put in that address. The whole point of this is that you are responsible for your own assets. So you got to learn how to transfer. And really, it's just double checking, triple checking the address. What I used to do was I would copy and paste, delete, and then make sure I go back and copy and paste and put it back in. Or, you could look at the actual wallet address, copy, paste, and then just, make sure it's the same. All right. And you'll see how effortless it is and how seamless it is. And then, of course, dollar cost average. That if I could have a middle name, it would really be DCA, because that's what I believe in, and that's what I think should be done for assets that you care about long term. All right. So any crypto noobs out there who are watching, do not be intimidated. Okay. Once you start playing with this, you will see how easy it is, and you will quickly pick everything up. It's not rocket science. All right. So create an account, multiple exchanges, buy a small amount of Bitcoin and ETH, learn to transfer from one wallet to the other, and then dollar cost average. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video with other people who may be interested but don't really know where to start. This is a very, very good beginner, stage, and just some instructions on how to make things a little bit more easier. Okay. So remember, tomorrow never comes. Jump in the game. I'll see you guys in the next one.